Hey, I'm Dan from KOPEK.
I'm Shane.
And I'm Brad.
And you're watching MPJ.
Catching you guys out with Cold in Egypt's Nashville. This tour just kicked off, did it?
Yeah, this is the third day tonight, isn't it?
Played Atlanta and
Baltimore,
St. Patrick's Day, which was good fun.
This is last night, so we're a little hungover today. We're in good spirits.
Well, I guess you're from Ireland, right? So how could not? St. Paddy's Day was just yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. That's our duty.
As Irish citizens, we have to go out and celebrate it. But now we're just feeling the consequences of that.
The day after Paddy's Day.
Yeah.
The aftermath.
Yeah, it's true.
I think we just need another drink.
I think we just need another drink too. Yeah, we probably will. We'll be jumping around like lunatics in a while.
For people that aren't familiar with your band, can you guys tell us a little of the history of you guys and how you met?
We've been together for about 10 years. These two guys lived on the same road back in Dublin, and they've been friends playing music while they were growing up. And then they wanted to start a band. They put out an ad in the newspaper, a music magazine, and I answered it. And we've been playing together ever since, kind of around Europe and around Ireland. And then we decided, we met a label like a couple of years ago, Religion Music, and we decided we want to make a record together and come and try and do it in America. So here we are.
Now didn't you guys win like some global battle of the band type thing too?
Yeah, about 5 years ago. It was 26 countries involved in the competition. You had to win like a kind of regional heats and national heats within Ireland. So we won that. So we were the Irish band in the competition. So we went to London, the Astoria, and competed against 26 other bands, and we won $100,000.
Yep. It was one of our main adventures. One of our main adventures we've done over the years. It was good.
Yeah.
Very cool. Now, did you guys too? Because I thought I heard that you guys won like a world tour with the whole thing too.
Yeah, there was a tour with that as well as the money. There was shows around. We were in Mexico, Russia, you know, all around Europe, and then we did a couple in the States as well. So it was excellent.
Very cool. Now you guys said that you've been together for 10 years, and that was about 5. So did you guys do a lot of touring prior to that, or was that like your first really big tour type thing?
For the 5 years preceding that, I think it was mostly spent in Dublin, kind of just.
Well, no, I mean, we had been over to America, but it was always on our own back, self-funded. I mean, we came to LA a few times and done some recordings, and we wanted to come over and see what the music scene was like over here, and we played CBGBs and stuff like that. We just came over, it was kind of coming over and playing random gigs that wouldn't really make an impact to anybody, but it was mainly just for our own kind of fun to see what it was like over here, because we're so big into American music and American bands that we were like, we got to come over and see what it's all about. So over the years we've always kind of had our eye on coming over and trying to break America. Now we're finally here and we get to have a shot at it, so it's great.
Definitely glad to have you guys here.
Absolutely.
What American bands were you guys into then?
At the start, probably Nirvana, Rage Against the Machine, Soundgarden.
Pearl Jam,
yeah.
Yeah, you guys have almost like that Seattle-ish kind of sound.
Well, it's kind of when we decided to pick up the guitar. That's kind of what we learned. That was the bands that was the rock and roll that we grew up with, you know. So that was our new discovery to rock and roll. And then after we kind of got that, then we kind of got into the older stuff, the Zeppelins, Jimi Hendrix. We kind of, obviously that's our big thing now. We're into more classic kind of rock and rolls and Pink Floyds and everything now, you know, right back to Muddy Waters now. That's kind of where it all began when we first were learning about a girl, 2 chords or whatever, you know what I mean? That's kind of where it kind of came from.
I think that's what kind of pulled us into music. You know, everyone kind of has their bands or a certain time that grab hold of them and made them want to play music. And that's obviously
that was the scene that was going on.
And we did our homework.
I think, to be honest with you, we caught the tail end of the scene. We didn't even get it when it was, because we were probably well too was just kind of dying out, and we kind of were like, what? Grunge? Seattle? You know what I mean? And, so that's the story, you know.
You guys have your debut album, White Collar Lies. It was actually released last June through iTunes, but the official release comes out, came out at the beginning of this month.
Yeah.
Can you guys tell us a little about the process of doing that?
Yeah, we were trying to figure out how we were going to get it to come out in America, so there was kind of maybe a couple of false starts where it was out and it wasn't released properly. But eventually we got it worked out and decided what we'd do with March the 1st. It was when everything came together. Sony were going to distribute it for us, Red were going to promote it, and it all kind of took a while to come together, but eventually it did. It was the 1st of March, so it was the day to get picked. So we recorded it in Ireland, in a big castle, so that's why it kind of has that big kind of old rock and roll sound. It's definitely what we were going for. Yeah, kind of like a mix of old and new songs on there as well. Some were written in the studio, some were kind of maybe a couple of years old, and some were kind of very new as well. So it's a real kind of mixed bag of songs on there.
And so you did that at a castle though, to have that kind of sound. Is it like a built-in studio, or did you guys bring in a studio into it?
Brought in,
Very cool.
Yeah.
And which castle was that?
It was like it was
Wayne Manor.
It was actually where a house that a record went beyond. It just had this huge room at the back that you think it used to be used for grain storage or something like that. So it's all kind of stone walls and just had a really big sound, high roof and everything.
It was a great, just as soon as you walked into the room, it was just a great vibe off it. Massive old medieval kind of, what is it, chandelier hanging right down in the middle. So we were just like, as soon as you walked in, we were like, this is going to be good. We knew the album was going to be good even before we recorded.
We knew it sounded good, you know.
That's good.
Very cool. And then, like, your lyrics too, they seem like they have a little more meaning. Like, they're not, it's not just about, like you guys have Love is Dead, that song, but it's not like a love song, like Love Sucks. It's more meaning to it. Somebody that wants to come to your show and to leave outside of wanting to groove with the music and connect with the actual music part, what would you want them to take away?
I suppose what you're saying, like the songs that we write, they are very kind of thought about, and they all come from kind of conversations or issues that we talk about amongst ourselves and find passionate about it. So I suppose just to kind of think about things a little bit more, you know. A lot of music is kind of maybe very superficial and just straight to the point, and there doesn't seem to be much depth to it, but I think with our songs there is. So.
And also, when doing the album, and in songwriting in general, we were, with the way modern rock or modern music has gone, there's not really stories or messages in songs, A lot of them you just go, what is that about? But we try and either tell one of our stories that happened to us or how we feel about something, and that's kind of what songwriting should be.
Right.
That's where it started out anyway, so we're just trying to bring it back to its basic form, basically.
Very cool. You guys did a very good job with that.
Very much.
And cover the album with the news with the tie is pretty cool. Which one? Did one of you guys find the artwork originally?
Right.
Yeah, when we decided, right, what are we going to do for White Collar Lies, we just start going out there and spinning ideas and having a look out there, and then we just kind of stumbled across that, and we were like, that totally describes the way we feel, as in with the whole White Collar Lies situation, and we were like, that says it all in one, that has to be on the album cover. Simple, basic, kept it white and plain, and it just says it. You don't have to dress it up, you don't have to do anything. There it is, and I think it works great, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Your first single, Cocaine, Chest Pains. That song, can you tell us a little about that too? The video itself looked pretty cool. It looked like it was like an old hangar or something that you guys shot in.
We shot it in New York. It was Floyd Bennett Airfield. That's why it's kind of like an old kind of air base. The song itself, I suppose, is about addiction, but we wanted to kind of broaden it with the video as well to kind of encapsulate other kind of addictions. So in the video you'll see a guy smoking a cigarette, and there's someone taking prescription pills, and someone with like an eating disorder. So we just wanted to throw it out there and let everybody know that everyone has an addiction. Just kind of elaborate on
Whether
it.
you're addicted to heroin or religion, you know what I mean? Everyone has their addiction, you know what I mean? So we're just trying to get people thinking about that, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't, whether one person finds it acceptable or doesn't, there's still some
Exactly.
connection.
People have television, anything, you know what I mean? Like sex addicts, everything, you know.
Well, the video's pretty cool. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, make sure you do. Is there anything else you guys would like to plug? Do you have anything else coming up?
Just a tour. We're going to be out with Cold in Egypt Central for the next few weeks, so if you get a chance, try and get and see us.
Check us out on
disappointed.
check us out on KOPEKofficial.com, and we're also on Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter. So you want to keep to update with any news and stuff like that, just check us out on that, all them websites.
And the album's available on all stores and on iTunes.
Very cool. This tour runs through, I think, May 2nd. What do you guys do after that?
We go out on another tour. We can't announce who we're going back out with, but pretty much as it stands touring wise, we're pretty much booked up till June.
Can you tell us where? Like, is it still going to be here in the States?
Yeah,
or-
absolutely. Yeah, no, sorry. We're going to be here for looks like the guts of the year, like so.
It's going to be a bigger tour?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So go to all those websites that we're talking about.
Yeah, so go on our websites.
Yeah.
So if you want to see a band get no sleep over the next year, check it out.
Again, their new album is White Collar Lies. We're here with KOPEK. And remember, always support your artists and buy their albums. This has been a video edition of Musician Photo Journal.